White or black? White or black? White or black? I think I'm gonna go black. Today we go black. Wrong button. Meant to press the intro. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, something just broke back there. What is happening? What did I just pull out? Is my microphone still plugged in? I don't know what's happening. Welcome back, everyone, to the channel. Something cracked back there, and I don't know what it was, but I think everything is okay. Okay. Something popped back there. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. I hope you're doing well. Today we are listening to Jan Hammer, of course, popular from Mahavishnu Orchestra. We're going to listen to this track off of the album, The First 7 Days. That's going to be Oceans and Continents, released 1975. I love the artwork here. It reminds me a little bit of Cosmic Messenger from... Cosmic Messenger from... Oh, I see his name. It's right there. I don't know what... It'll come to me. It'll come to me. I always think there's two popular violinists I know. Eddie Jobson. Oh, I see it, and he's coming across the sky. I don't know. It'll come to me. It'll come to me. Anyways, we're listening to this track because it was recommended and suggested and sponsored by R. Gray. So thank you so much, R. Appreciate the recommendation. Let's go ahead and jump right on into this. I have it pulled up right here. We'll talk about it a little bit after. Why can't I remember his name? Let me listen to the other album. I see his Cosmic Messenger and then Enigmatic Voyage. Oh, it'll come to me. I can see his face too. Oceans and Continents. Here we go. I like how pulled back and restrained this is. Very sublime. It's a very calming and moving track. That is very tasteful playing. A little bit of Mellotron just sneaking on the sides. Yes, put a little sauce in it. Just a little bit. I like that change. Is that Mellotron sneaking back? That part didn't last long. I'm like curious to see how this is developing. That's what I'm looking for. That synth right there. This feels so oceanic, this part. Just kind of bobbing with the waves, floating in the water. That's that powerful climax right there. It's a great ending. That was a fantastic ending. It was like he brought in like this almost piano-esque breakdown. Bum, 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 bum. Like that was really cool and a nice heaviness to the end because this whole track is very, very light and melodic. And like I said during it, it reminds me of being in the ocean, just kind of sitting in a boat, looking up at the sky, the waves beneath you, and you're just kind of being bobbed up and down. It's extremely melodic, extremely fluid. The piano playing is great. Jan is handling everything in here, period. There's nothing on this particular track that he's not doing. And I'm looking at the credits. I mean, he's playing obviously piano, Moog, Oberheim synth, digital sequencers, drums, percussion, Mellotron. And like it all comes together magically in this track. And I really like those splashes of Mellotron that came in, especially with that string setting, because it was used as like a nice offset to the synth, to the piano. And it wasn't always present, but when it was, it did make a little bit of a difference. It made its name known, it came in there, it added a new tone to the music, and then it backed off, especially about halfway through before that proggy section. It kind of came in for like just sparse moments there. It just kind of added a lift to the music. But the piano and the synth playing specifically, I love how satisfying those sounded. With the synth, it sounded like it was kind of like a square wave. That's that very... It's very smooth. There's not really an edge to it. It's just a smooth square wave on that synth. And I like how he plays with that so nicely because it's used very tastefully. That's why I said he was playing it extremely tastefully. He didn't get into like playing a bunch of fast notes until maybe about halfway through. Before that, he's just kind of playing a lot of sustained notes, a few quick fills in there, but it's very satisfying and it works very well with the song. And then halfway through, the music changes. The piano changes. Everything moves into, I'm assuming, minor chords. The music becomes a little bit darker. It empties out. And I like how that change happens. I like how that transition happens. when he started doing the, you know what I say? I say progging it up. When he started, I wasn't a fan of that section. But it also didn't last very long at all. He did it like twice, and then he kind of went back to bringing back, the previous sections. So even though I didn't care for that particular part because I feel like it took away from that really smooth melody that scene that was being built, it lasted not that long at all, and then was right back to everything that I did like. So that's almost like a non-issue. And also looking at this album, this track is called Oceans and Continents. I see here that the first track is Darkness, Earth in Search of Sun. Second is Light and Sun. The sixth is Sixth Day. So I imagine this is going to be following a biblical creation story, which I see literally right here as I'm looking up the Wikipedia. It says it's a musical telling of the Genesis creation story. So obviously that's cool, right? 7 tracks and such. And this being right in the middle of the album, I feel like curious like how the rest of the album surrounds this particular track, building to this acting perhaps as a rest at this point. Well, I guess technically the 7th day would be a rest. But and then how it goes on from there. And I do think it's kind of interesting that, as you see, there are 2 other musicians on some of the tracks. And one of them is both of them rather are on 6th day, the people. And I like how on that day, there's actually other people involved. Kind of nice bringing that together. Looking at some of the info on here, it says it features extensive use of synths, including the synthesized guitars, like we just heard, with the record jacket stating, "For those concerned, there is no guitar on this album." Of course, we saw some of the other instruments used. The record jacket continues with, "Assuming that each of these days lasted anywhere from 1 day to 100 million years, the scientific and biblical views do meet in certain points. These points were their inspiration for this album, and besides, they provided me with an excuse to write 7 new pieces of music." So there you go with the inspiration behind it. And I think that was a really nice track, especially in the middle. Like I said, I'd be curious to see how the rest of it surrounds this track, because it does feel like it's a part of a story, It's a part of this album, obviously. Anyways, great. Thank you so much for the recommendation, of course, for the support. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. Hope you have a beautiful day out there. Maybe you're out there hopscotching like the kids outside, or maybe you're toiling away in the dirt. I don't know what you're toiling away for, but you're toiling. Have a wonderful one. I'll see you all later. Bye, guys.